comments. Be nice. Be nice. I don't know if the comments are up because honestly it's lagging a little bit on my side, which I don't like. Is it lagging for y'all too? Let me know. I'm like, do I want to light this? Because honestly, the way this incense been playing with me, what's up, Tiff? Hi, Allison. All right, the comments is good. They good, they great. So I don't know if I want to do a collective read or if I want to do like elements or something. I don't want to do signs because I'm not trying to do signs, but I am conflicted on which route we're gonna go today. I hope everyone had a good day and night so far. It's pouring, and so I hope you guys don't hear that over me. Let's give this incense a try. It got cold out there. It did. I'm not even gonna lie. Y'all see the smile on my face? I can't even hide it. Like, I'm actually excited. I don't know what's been going on with the weather, but like, the way the seasons are confused, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of 80-degree weather in October. I'm not. I'm really not. I know that's not the popular opinion, pero it's my opinion. Why the fuck did I just buy this and this is already running out of fuego? Look at how little this fuego is. The weather is horrible. I love the rain. I don't know. I think I was supposed to like be from like Seattle or some shit. Cause I literally thrive in this weather. It's giving crackhead vibes. The way I gotta keep flicking this fucking lighter. It's not even cute. Anywho. I hate the cold. That's cause you almost a summer baby, that's why. I'm a winter baby. Let's see if we don't almost burn the crib down. We got it going, we got it lit. Let's see how long we could keep it going for. Let's see. I got a bunch of decks here. Like I said, I don't know. Let's do elements. Let's do elements because I actually got 5 decks, right? I got 5 decks. So let's do elements. Let's start with fire, actually. I don't know why I said that, but let's do it. At the end of the live, I will definitely have it timestamped for anybody who's like gonna come and go or anybody who catches it after the fact. We're gonna start out with the fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, of course. And we're gonna tap in with the Zodiac Tarot for the fire signs. Hi, Quan. I've been feeling the rain vibes too, twin. Yo, I love it. I don't know. Ever since I was little, I don't know. I don't know why. Rain and the Jets, two things most people do not like, but I love it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's funny, I'm hearing, I hear the beat. I think it's a car outside that might be playing a 50 Cent song, an old 50 Cent song. Rosie is laying on my pillow. Girl, I don't even want to tell you what Charlotte's doing right now. She's causing a whole scandal. Causing a whole scandal. She's pissed off. She gets upset every time she sees me leaving the house. It's the cutest but craziest thing to me. I don't know how to explain it. Hi, Alexis. Tiff with the fire on the heart. I don't know if that's a good thing. That's funny. That emoji. Every time I see that emoji, I'll be like, I don't know, that's a good thing or a bad thing. Too much of it could be, you know, we in shambles. The fucking cat is a Leo? Girl, you and your fire signs. You and your fire signs. Just a quick heads up, I attempted to record zodiac signs for the energy of December. My readings are all timeless, they're all general, and so you already know. It could resonate for any time of the year, really. But I did attempt to do them. I haven't done zodiacs in a minute. The members get them first. I believe they should have gotten them either yesterday or today. And in the next like week or so, for the beginning of December, you guys will see those readings. And also, we were live yesterday on the members, and it dawned on me that I just automatically assumed you guys would already know the deal, but I guess anybody who's new, you may not know. We're gonna be live every day in December, starting December 1st. It's like what the vloggers do when they say Vlogmas in the month of December. So on this channel for the last 5 years, we have, or it's about to be 5 years this December. This will be our 5th time doing it, I believe. We go live every day and pull cards for the month of December. So you guys have the zodiacs coming in the next few weeks, and you guys have the liveness coming up in like a week or so. All right, we're gonna get in for the fire signs. I'm a fire sign. I love that emoji. Yo, danger. You remember that fucking, I think it's Mystical that he sings the song. I forgot the name of it, but I know in one part he goes, danger. Literally, every time I see that emoji, that's what I think. So now I'm gonna resonate that every time I see or deal with a fire sign. Danger. Yo, I love my fire signs. Leos are my sister sign. So we have a love, sometimes hate relationship. Fire signs and I. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm shuffling the shit out of this deck because I haven't used it in a minute. And so my inner being is like saying 9 prayers at the time while I'm talking my shit and giving you guys announcements. Just in case anybody was wondering. You bugging. And you know what? We all bugging because I'm about to pick them up and read them shits. Damn, there's mad cards though. Hold on. Danger. Strength. First of all. The Fool and the King of Wands. The first 2 cards. I'm literally holding the cards the way they fell. So, the Fool, the King of Wands, and then Strength. And then I got 3 cards that fell face down, or 4 cards that fell face down. The 3 of Wands, and then another card face down. So I got a lot going on. I don't know. What's going on with the fire signs? Hold on, Linda. Hold on. Let's pump the brakes real quick. Because anybody who's coming in now, we're doing elements. And I was just, me, Allison, and Tiff were just talking about how fire signs be on one. And then a bunch of cards fell out my hand. The Fool, Strength, and the King of Wands. I don't know if this is somebody who's feeling or who's feeling or has felt like they're being tested, or like they've been like, their buttons have been being pushed. That definitely is the energy here, because it kind of comes off as like, you know, when somebody fucks with you and you just sitting there like, yo, would not recommend. Like, I wouldn't do that if I was you. I don't think that's in the best interest for you to be doing that. Like, I'm definitely feeling that energy from the fire signs. Definitely feeling that energy from the fire signs. I don't know if this is you or if this is someone else in regard to you, because there's definitely this energy of someone who, it feels like the lion in someone is sleeping, like the beast in someone is sleeping. I'm saying lion because I'm looking at the strength card. Somebody's like, yo, I put this to rest. I've been behaving. That's specifically what somebody's telling me. I've been behaving. I would not fuck with me if I was you. Like, I've been good. I've been chilling. I've been in my little corner doing my woosahs. I've been doing my mantras, doing my meditations. Like, I've been doing all the things necessary. I would not recommend poking the bear at this time of year, at this time of season, this time of the month. I don't know, but somebody's definitely feeling like, déjame tranquilo. I don't know why, but the way that just came in, like in Spanish, somebody's like, be easy, killer. Because when I strike back, it's gonna be bad. And I think it's wild, because this feels like a beast who internally, a while back, like maybe like 3 years ago, I did a live and we were driving uptown together. Like the old OGs remember this live, but I did a live and we were driving uptown and I was talking about how I just be beatboxing with my shadow. Like me and my shadow, we peoples. And I always remember that live because I remember being hesitant about even sharing that download. And that might have been in the title, like beatboxing with my shadow. The reason why I'm saying that, the reason why that's coming up for the fire signs, is because somebody is at peace with the beast that's in them. That's a whole word right there for somebody. Somebody is at peace with the beast that's in them. It's like, I know I could take shit to the fucking fullest extreme. I know I got some screws loose, I know. But like, I got my shit in check. Like I'm not just flying off the hinges. I'm not just out here reckless and living on the edge. Like I'm not on that type of time. Like maybe in my 20s, somebody's like, maybe in my early 20s, maybe I might have been a little bit tonto in the brain. But like, I'm very much in control. I'm very much, and like, I got a handle on this. I'm good. We're good. This is a good, safe space. In the event where my beast is awoken, you ask for it. And so somebody's sitting there and it feels like it's fire energy. So maybe I'm not talking to a fire sign. Maybe I'm talking to someone who just has fire energy like heavy in their chart, because somebody's like, this part of me hasn't been woken up for a long time. There's also this assurance, right? Of like, because even with that, somebody's like, I haven't let this side of me come out for a long time. But it's interesting to me because me, the reader, intuitively, because I read intuitively, the way that I'm feeling is almost like, in the event where the fire signs was wilding out in the last 2 years, 3 years, it's almost like spirit would excuse that. It's almost like you would have like a doctor's note. You would have an excuse The things that you've been through, the things that you've been being put through, that specifically is very loud. Something that I was put through, the things that, and I allowed myself the grace enough to not let the beast out. Like I kept the beast in me, the shadow in me, I kept that contained. And so now someone's in this space where, even if this feels mad specific to me, even if this is something where shit was in shambles and just messy for like the last 2-3 years, because they're showing me a pocket here of like a few years, right? So even if things were crazy, fire signs, in the last month, maybe even 2 or 3 months, things have kind of been like oddly calm, weirdly calm, right? But it's almost like, in the event where someone now comes in to ruffle the feathers, that same resistance that the fire signs was displaying for the last few years, the fire signs are making me feel like it's a new day, buddy. I was just, who I was saying it to, one of the girls, Tiff, I think it was Tiff that sent that emoji. And immediately I heard mystical, danger. Like, I don't even remember the name of I don't even remember the fucking song. But I know there's a part in the song where he screams that shit, just mad loud. And I feel that for the fire signs. I feel like, I don't know, whatever it was I was allowing prior, I just wouldn't, don't knock on that door. Don't push that button. Don't, like, I wouldn't, let's not, like somebody's being very short with it too. And it's the fire signs or whoever I'm tapping into here. Whoever this person is, that's the person that's like, I'm not going to warn you. I've already warned you the last 4 years. The last 2 years when you was playing in my face and I was sitting there and I was giving you the grace, y'all got me sweating. Okay? And it's fucking not even hot here. But I feel like somebody's definitely like, yo. But they're not saying like, yo, don't do that because I'm going to spaz out. Then it's like, bro, I already said it for the last 2 years. The last 8 months I've been dealing with this shit, I already been telling y'all, don't do me like this. Don't. Not because I'm scared of me. I mean, not because I'm scared of you, but because I'm scared of me. Like, I already done said this already. So I feel like now, whatever's transpiring now, it's almost like the fire signs are kind of just sitting there like. Y'all remember when Instagram first came out and one of the first memes was the Kermit the Frog with the T? That's the energy that the fire signs are in. The fire signs are like, I ain't gonna say nothing, but I mean. Before I even move forward, if there's something here related to work, whether it's if there's something here, there is something here pertaining to work or something that you're just passionate about, I think you were willing to go half with someone, or you were willing, because it feels like I'm going down the middle, fire sign, so you were willing to do something with someone. You're no longer willing to do that. The Two of Pentacles is in the reverse. Now, normally that's not a really positive thing. However, you have the 10 of Pentacles in the upright. This would have been a 3 of Pentacles situation, right? Because a 10 and 2 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. So this would have been 3 of Pentacles. But they're showing me 2 Pentacles no longer around. So something that you were willing to work collectively with someone else, you're no longer, for someone here, because I was going to say some of us, but they stopped me. For someone specifically, this was something that wasn't even your idea. This was something that someone else cultivated and someone else bribed you almost. It's like they saw your worth, they saw your work ethic, they saw something that you had access to, that they were like, yo, I want in on that. So they bribed and did whatever they needed to do to get you in on this, only to leave you stranded, to fuck you over. The thing is, this person or whoever these people are didn't bank on the fact that you were going to be able to sustain this on your own. In fact, Without them holding you down, bringing you down, they're literally showing me a weight. Without them doing that, it's almost like you are tripling whatever this is. I'm not entirely sure what this is. Now, also the reason why I'm saying this, and this is also something that could have been taking place for a minute, because we're looking at pentacles. This is years. This could be something that's been internally bubbling up. And even if this is not employment, but I just wanted to throw that out there because y'all know the love shit, I be trying my hardest to get away from it. But it could be in any fashion, right? One of the reasons why I'm even bringing that up for the fire signs is because I got the Four of Cups. Not only the Four of Cups, which is something that is out of alignment. There's no other way there. The way they broke that down to me for the fire signs, out of alignment, like out, period, of, period, alignment, period. Matter of fact, erase that last period, put a fucking exclamation. That's how they showed it to me. There's no negotiating on this. There's no debating on this. There's no backtracking on this. There's no right person, wrong time. This was never meant to be something long-term. Everything that you come into contact with, everyone you come into contact with is in divine timing. So it's never right person, wrong time, right? And I think someone's understanding this now. This Four of Cups, if it didn't fuck you up, the Seven of Cups will. This is the only emotions that the fire signs have on the table. The only Cups cards. The Seven of Cups is, if it's not illusionary, if it's not for 7 months, for 7 years, for 7 weeks, I was under this illusion that this Four of Cups was a Two of Cups situation. It's almost like an optical illusion, like a mirage, because the way they're showing me the Four of Cups specifically, it's like 2 cups at the top and 2 cups at the bottom. But instead of it being like, instead of the cups being like this, 2, and then another 2, they're showing me 2 cups, right? And then they're showing me, think of this bottle reversed on the bottom. So it looks like an illusion. That shit was mad technical, the way that they just showed me that, because they're bringing the cups up, which would make it look like it's 2 cups. But then when you look at it really well, they're bringing the 2 cups back down. Like, you know, it's not a Two of Cups, it's a Four of Cups. Optical illusion. Why the fuck they just took me through a million and different... I don't know why they did that, but... Oh, because I'm looking at 11 cups, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is the Two of Cups. That's why they did that to me. So 7 plus 4 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. That's how I got that. The illusion that they just showed me, fire signs, someone was selling this to you as if this was a Two of Cups situation. So I'm saying, why the fuck they showed it to me like that? Because this is what was showed to you. A Two of Cups. It was meant to look like a Two of Cups. So whoever you were dealing with, whether this is a family member, whether this was a friend, whether this was a fucking ex, a situationship, this wasn't a case to where somebody's like, oh, I just need to heal. I just need to work on some things. Like, I didn't mean for this to go this way. This ain't that. And I guess that's why all of that, to say that ultimately that's the message. Someone here is trying to convince you, which is funny because it's almost like the fire signs are sitting there like, I think the fire signs knew this early on. Wow. I think the fire signs knew this early on. And I think the reason, even if you don't feel like you're intuitive, like even if you don't think that about yourself on a day-to-day, like normal shit, because most of you understand your intuition, right? Some of you may have been questioning your intuition dealing with this person, right? Or dealing with this situation. Again, it don't have to be romantic, fire signs, but for the small percentage of the fire signs that normally don't recognize when they're tapping into their intuition, you've always known, excuse me, that this was a Four of Cups. Reason I'm saying that is because I have 4 wands on the table. The 4 wands, this is you and only you. This is you and only you. And I feel like even though you knew in the back of your head, all the way in the little left corner of your heart, even if you knew that this situation wasn't gonna plan out the way that someone was making it seem, there was a part of you that was like, in the event where this miraculously appears the way that they're selling it to me, then I won on a 1,000,001 opportunity. It's like when people play the numbers. When people play the lotto, you have a 1 in fucking 8 million chance of winning, right? It's like that. It's like someone's like, but you know what this is? And I wonder if someone's maybe a little bit hard on them, a lot. I was gonna say a little bit. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to y'all. There's somebody here who's really getting on themselves because they trusted something that they knew inside wasn't what they were being advertised. Honestly, if I was talking to the earth signs or if I was talking to the air signs, I would have been like, kick yourself a little bit harder, right? But the fact that I'm talking to the fire signs, you doing this, whether you were doing it for a year, whether you were doing it for 3, this just goes to show that you are actually in alignment with who you are and on your own journey. The reason why I'm saying that is because fire energy is King of Wands. Fire energy, you guys are impulsive. And not impulsive in an immature, I'm gonna stomp my feet if this don't work out. You guys are extremely passionate. You tend to be the high vibrational ones anyway, right? You guys tend to be, your more positive attributes are, you guys are the people that would give something that doesn't look like it can work. I'm gonna give it that chance. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna test it out. The really dope thing I love about fire signs, whether it's a Leo, whether it's an Aries, Sagittarius, the really dope thing that I love is that even when you guys don't want to admit it, you guys don't usually fight accountability. And even if you do, even if you're in denial about the accountability, it doesn't usually last too long for someone who's more ascended, right? As a fire sign. So when I say don't kick yourself too hard about this, you're actually right where you're supposed to be, right? This is right in your alley. No one else, a earth sign would not normally put all their shit in a basket. An air sign would normally not put any, not even one, let alone all of their shit in a basket because they're too much in their head, right? And earth signs are too logical. Fire signs go with what feels right to them. And a lot of times they be right. But in the event where they're wrong, that's how they learn. That's how they actually grow, is from their mistakes. And so the difference between a low vibrational fire sign is someone that'll be like, the world blow up under them and they be like, nah, I ain't have nothing to do with that. I wasn't even there when you was right in the middle of it. But a high vibrational fire sign is gonna sit there and be like, right in the middle of the fucking shit blowing up, like, holy shit. That was my match that did that. Let's not do that again. It didn't feel good. Somebody's kicking themselves about something, don't do that. There's no need for it. If you've learned your lesson, if you know you're never gonna play this game with this person, if you know, listen, if this is business, we already saw that if this is business, this is something that you invested into, and whoever fucked you over, they're the ones who lost. They're the ones who lost because you come out with the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 for you is in the upright. The 2 is what's in the reverse. And I think at the end, and also we have the Fool, which I didn't even touch the Fool energy, but really essentially this is the whole reading. Somebody taking the leap of faith. This is, like I said just now, if this was romantic, this was something that you knew in your heart, this is likely to not work in my favor. Like this is likely to not be a thing. Like all the red flags are there, they're waving loud and proud. But people change, right? People change. Or sometimes things work out, 1 in a million chance, right? And so just taking that gamble, that's what makes and separates the fire signs and makes them so dope. And it's crazy because I don't got much fire in my chart. Obviously I have the houses and shit, but like I don't have much placements of fire. And maybe that's why me and fire energy, like I said, it's either hit or miss. Because more times than not, it's like me and the fire signs, men and women, we usually get along sin falta. And a lot of it is because of that, for me personally. Oh, as I'm putting away the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. Fire signs. I can't even. It's interesting because I don't think I usually start with fire energy. Not normally, not typically. All right, we're gonna move forward. We did fire. Let's do earth. Let's do fire, earth, water, air. Oh shit. The fact that I put air signs last, I don't like that. I don't like that. Whenever I do like elements, anytime I do whoever I do last, it's always like, damn. They usually get like the toughest reading, but did I see that correctly? Sure did. Four of Swords at the bottom, healing. Healing. A lot of my fire signs may actually be in that energy right now. Like they're showing me a big ass cat licking its own wounds. It's all good. It's all good. It's funny because I don't know how this would fit in, but they're showing me like a cat or like a big lion or something, and it's like licking its wounds. Like think of think of a lion coming out of a battle and they fucked up, right? They look fucked up. They're bleeding, they have open wounds, and they're licking themselves. Would you walk by and haha, you lost to a lion? No, because the lion still could fuck you up. The lion just went through it, but the lion can still fuck you up. And I feel like for my fire signs, that's the energy. Like you guys are healing from something that was like bad. It feels bad. It feels heavy. It feels like a lot. It feels new too. Like not like it's new, you just went through it, but new in a sense to where it's like, there's some shit you never dealt with before. Like this is a bracket of narcissism you never been exposed to before. This is a bracket of like unaccountability that you've never touched before. So it feels like that, but it's okay that you're wounded and you're in the corner healing yourself. Anybody who's coming along laughing at the lion is stupid. From the very beginning with the fire signs, I was saying fire signs are sitting back like, don't poke me. Don't poke me, because it's going to be bad for you, not for me. You know what I'm saying? Fire signs. Sheesh. Let's tap in with the earth signs. We're going to tap in with the earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And we're going to be using the Osho Zen. Now this one I haven't used in a minute. When I pulled these 4 decks tonight, I was like, with my eyes closed, let me see whichever ones I grab. So I think it's a pretty dope mixture. Izzy just texted me, can we do I Declare War tonight? Girl, hold on. What I said we doing earth signs. Stress, 7 of Wands. Letting go, 8 of Cups. Completion, which the completion card is the World. The Queen of Pentacles. This is you. Stress, letting go, and completion. There's a cycle closing out for the earth signs. This is the Queen of Pentacles. There's a, oh yeah. Wait, I don't want to see. If I see the rest of the cards, then my mind goes somewhere else. Stress, letting go, completion, right? It's interesting how they brought that up that way, right? 7, 8, and then done. 7, 8, and then done. So fire and water, which is also interesting because even though we're reading for the earth signs right now currently, this is someone's emotions. This is someone's anger. This is someone's fear. This is what someone's feeling. I always say that to people. People always say water is soft because they're emotional and fire is too hot-headed. But I'm like, anger is the loudest emotion. Before someone's angry, they're super sad. And so to say that fire signs aren't emotional or fire energy isn't emotional is wicked. It's even when I was talking to the fire signs and I was talking about intuition, the way that they broke that up for me to like groups of people who were genuinely like, oh, I'm not used to tapping into my intuition. If you have fire energy, you operate off of intuition day to day. Everything you do is based off of intuition. It's off of emotion. But we're talking to the earth signs now. So I don't know, somebody may have this in their chart. I do elements and zodiacs really for y'all, but like really at the end of the day, it's all energy to me. So it all fits. If it resonates, run with it. 7 of Wands is someone or something, the energy of something, earth signs, that you didn't even though the chips were stacked against something, or the odds, there's like the odds here. Because if I look at the card, you see the monkey in the corner? Ready to burst the bubble that someone's on? The odds seem like they may be stacked against someone. Someone really made a fool out of themselves. Someone really did things or did something. I can't say something. It doesn't feel singular to me. It feels plural. Someone did things. And I think it's from when they were, someone was vibrating from a really low vibration. Like their emotions were hurt. Their feelings weren't in place. Like something wasn't right within someone. And I feel like they did a lot. They caused a lot, like a lot of destruction. And I think that at this point, for whatever reason, at this point, someone is coming up to it's like the top of the mountain, right? And someone's like, okay, so I'm here. I'm no longer where I was when I was causing this chaos. It's almost, they're kind of showing me like someone at the top of the mountain ready to jump off, but not like to do no crazy shit, but just like to be free. Like to be free, para pedirme is what they're telling me in Spanish, which means to free myself of like the pain, which again, we have the letting go card. The 8 of Cups tells me that someone's walking away or leaving behind the parts of them that were hurting because of things that they weren't addressing or things that they weren't addressing. I was gonna say something else and they're like, nope, exactly this, like exactly this. So something which makes sense, right? So stress in something that you were causing or something that you were allowing someone else to cause. The fact that there's a clown on this bubble that's about to get burst, and it's the clown's own monkey that's gonna burst the bubble. So this is your own actions. Your own actions come back to bite you in the ass, which isn't that usually how it goes, right? It's like karmic law or some shit. So this is somebody who like was going through some things, and this is either you allowing certain things or this is you doing certain things, and or both, right? But at the end of the day, and every day, you have that choice of because you can't change what's already been done, right? Whether you're the one who did it or you're the one who allowed it, you can't change it. And so you make a choice every day. Do you move forward? Do you move on from that? Do you learn from that? Or did you not have enough? And are you still willing to perform? Are we still gonna juggle? Are we still going to lie? Are we still going to steal? Are we still going to cheat? Are we still going to try to get ahead of the curve? Like, are we still going to try to cut corners? Because every day you make the choice. And it's interesting the way they're showing me this, because it's like someone, and this is someone's going through this emotionally. Even though I'm talking to the earth signs, which maybe that's what makes this even more difficult, because I'm talking to earth energy, but this is emotional. And so there's something here where someone is feeling like, yo, I could do the right thing for 9 days straight, and on the 10th day, if I make one choice that's something negative from the past that I would have done, I was gonna say undoes. It undoes everything that I did in the last 8 or 9 days. Those are the consequences of your actions. Because don't it say you reap what you sow? You always are going to reap what you sow. Always. There's no other way around it. I feel like someone has learned this lesson. They're making me feel like I learned it for the last time. Like I'm not going to need to learn it again. I'm not going to need to go through this again. This could be something someone's telling themselves. I'm not going to need to go through it again. It's essentially the Queen of Pentacles, whether I'm talking to a man or a woman. It's a Queen of Pentacles. I've done too much. I've given too much. I've allowed too much to transpire. The Queen of Pentacles, I always look at her with really... I always try my best not to look at the Queen of Pentacles with eyes that are too soft, because even though it's fucked up what you went through, you have to take accountability for the fact that you're the one that keeps allowing it. You have to, because if you don't, you're going to keep repeating the same cycle. Yes, you're giving. Yes, you have a good heart. Yes, you're genuine. Yes, you're all love and light and all these good things, but too much of anything is not a good thing. Too much of anything is not a good thing. And if you're too nice, you're gonna be the fucking blue light for the flies. You're gonna be the piece of shit on the floor for the flies to be attracted to. Like, you have to have boundaries. You have to have self-love. You have to have self-worth. So every time I see the Queen of Pentacles, I always, like, my heart goes soft, because you can feel like what this person has been through, and they truly didn't deserve it, right? But listen, life ain't fair for nobody, right? And we all got a story. We all got a sad story in some way, shape, or form. But your story is going to stay this way unless you decide to make the changes that you need to change. Because that's the thing, is like, I can't be too soft with the Queen of Pentacles, because you're aware that you're giving too much of something. So I don't know if earth signs, you're in the Queen of Pentacles energy, or if you've been dealing with someone who's in the Queen of Pentacles and you've been part of the problem in depleting the Queen of Pentacles. So it's going to be different for everyone, right? And I got the 7 of Cups, which is essentially a 6 of Cups, right? Am I right there? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1 and 5 is 6. It's a 6 of Cups. Which is interesting, because that's the... It's the forgiveness. It's the let's do it again. Even if this is not romantic, it's internal, because this could literally be someone's inner masculine, inner feminine. What is it? Feminine, divine masculine, sacred feminine, sacred masculine. This could be one person who's going through this, who's feeling this. But don't, and if this is the case, where it's just one person, earth sign, stop feeling bad for yourself. Because yes, you're a good person, but again, you have to be accountable. Without the accountability, this is never going to stop happening. It's never going to stop happening. I got the Queen of Cups here too. The Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. And so I'm talking to Earth. And Earth is feminine energy, essentially, right? But the emotions, because yo, how many cups we got on the table? For Earth energy, it's a little bit wild. It's a little bit wicked here. The fact that there's 2 queens though, don't shoot the messenger, right? But the fact that there's 2 queens here, this could be this could be sisters, this could be cousins, it could be best friends, females, or just 2 people who are living out their feminine version, like their feminine energy, even if it's a male, even if it's two males. This Queen of Cups changes the reading for someone though, because the Queen of Cups makes it 7 cups on the table in total. So 8 with 7, and the Queen is 1 more 8. It's 16 cups, and so 1 and 6 is 7. If this is family, if this is family, there's only but so much you can give to something or someone. Because you know how we be like, oh, but that's my mom, so I gotta forgive. Or like, that's my aunt, so I gotta make excuses. Fuck that and fuck them. And you know how people be like, oh, respectfully. No, fuck that too. Your boundaries. Because we're talking to you, the earth sign. So there could be somebody in your life, a friend, a family, family member, a friend of the family, whatever. However this plays out for you, it feels like there's an equal to you. So again, a sister, it's crazy. I'm doing this and I'm thinking, you know that fucking, damn, I haven't seen him in mad long. The medium guy, his face, he kind of reminds me of like a vampire. Something Edwards. So I don't know why I remember this, because I haven't seen, like, I used to watch like little snippets of like his stuff, and I always wondered, like, is he for fucking real? Or like, you know, I always was on the fence with it. But they're literally showing me him because something that he does. Why the fuck I know he does this? Who the fuck knows? Because like I said, it's been years since I've seen any of his stuff. But they're literally telling me it's an equal. It's an equal. It's like contemporary. It's an equal. It's someone who's equal to you. They're showing me 2 queens, but we're talking to Earth. Somebody could be highly manipulative. Yo, high key. Like, this is not even like in a subtle way. This is not even someone who is, this is someone who's ballsy. This is someone who, they're not even trying to hide the fact that they're mad vindictive. Or like, maybe even elusive. Ooh, maybe even elusive. Somebody is very manipulative. It's cups, so this could be emotionally manipulative. But they're doing it blatantly. Like, blatantly. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Listen, I'll be the first one. I'm cutting off the whole family if I got to. Ask about me. You heard? Ask about me. I got 2 cousins left. You hear me? I promise you. Courage, the last card for the earth signs. This is strength. This is strength. Which is interesting because they're making me feel like the rose that grew from concrete. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. Damn, again, something I haven't heard in mad long. You know the singer Tiana Taylor? She has a song. It's not a rose that grew from concrete, but essentially that's what she's saying in the song. The song is fucking dope. It's dope. Somebody should like listen to that song. It's about a rose. I can't remember the lyrics though, but it's about a rose. I can't remember the fucking name of it. This is gonna fuck me up. A rose in Harlem. A rose in Harlem, a rose that grew in Harlem, some shit like that. The song is by Tiana Taylor. When I tell you, even if the name is wrong, go to Google, type in Tiana Taylor and type in a rose in Harlem. It's gonna come up. Even if that's not the name of it, I promise you. That song specifically is coming up. I know there's a bunch of songs about that, like the rose that grew from concrete. I know there's like a few R&B songs. I think, is that Beyonce that got a song? Beyonce? I know it ain't J-Lo. Or it might be Ashanti that got it. But those songs are not coming up for me. The one that's coming up is Tiana Taylor. So if anything resonated here for you, you might want to check out that song. That song is dope. It's super dope, that song. Bottom of the deck, I got the Knight of Pentacles, which it literally says it on the card, slowing down. The Knight of Pentacles to me is really slow energy. Really slow energy. I think if this has to do with this person, that message right there, this is something that has taken you a while to identify. It took you a while to identify it. And even with that, whether that resonates or not only did it take a while to identify this, it's taken someone a while to be able to like, okay, all right, like just because I'm a good person, I've been kind of letting you skate under the surface, but like you doing too much. And even though I'm a good person, don't mean I'm a stupid person. Like that don't mean you get to step all over me. I'm a kind person, okay? But like don't play with me. There's an energy here heavily with the Queen of Pentacles and that Knight of Pentacles. And I think someone could also be, this could be independently, the way that they're bringing that up. You may be alone in this. If this is family, there may be other people that are like, yo, you bugging, like that's our grandmother. Like, bitch, your grandmother is manipulative SOB. Like, what the fuck you talking about? I don't give a fuck who that is. I'm grown. I'm not 7 no more. You're not gonna sell fucking circles around me. Like, I don't give a fuck who, it could be my own father. You're not gonna play in my face. But there may be other members of the family, like, looking at you like, yo, you tripping. Like they're old, let them get away with it. Or they're your cousin, let them get it. Or that's your sister, you're supposed to know, fuck that, and fuck them, and fuck you. You're bugging. Yo, somebody is not... It's not a funny matter, but I'm laughing because when I tell y'all, did I tell y'all I had like 3 cousins left on both sides of my family? I got like 3 cousins left because everybody else could kick the bucket. I don't give a fuck. And this is not no new shit. I'm talking about, it's 10 of Wands at the bottom. Yo, the earth signs are like, fuck out of here with that extra shit. I feel you. And the Chariot. Moving forward. Moving on. Moving on. That's the water signs that are like, all right, we get it. We get it. Heard you. We get it. Page of Swords. That's funny. Earth signs. At the end of the live, like once it posts, I'm going to put the timestamps in the... This is the Knight of Wands. That's funny. That's funny. Somebody may have been like going back and forth with this. I think for a little while you may have been like giving someone chance after chance after chance, but that may also play into why now you're like, no, fuck out of here with that other shit. Like I don't give a fuck. I think I just said fuck like 9 times, but like don't play with me. But somebody's over it because of how many times they've given someone chances, or how many times they've like dealt with the same situation. It feels like the same shit. It maybe in different ways. Maybe someone did different things, but it's essentially the same person. Because it does feel repetitive. It does feel repetitive, and someone's very tired of either cleaning up after someone else's mess or making excuses for someone. The Magician with existence, the Queen of Pentacles again, and the Chariot. I am dead. The Magician. This is the earth sign saying, listen to me. And my broken nail. Y'all see my broken nail? Don't worry about it. Next week, I'm gonna be a brand new bitch next week. I promise. I know I'm ghetto this week. Next week, I'm gonna be brand new. The Magician tells me that the earth signs are like, yo, the more you tell me I can't cut this person off, the more you tell me I can't do this, the more it's my turn now to run the circles. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me walk right by grandma on Thanksgiving dinner and not even acknowledge that she's sitting in the fucking chair. Watch me. Watch me. The awareness again is the Chariot. Queen of Pentacles, Chariot, Magician. Watch me. You know how in the meme they be like, mic drop? I feel like the earth signs are tired. Ugh, tired. The earth signs are like probably easily the more of the patient of the, the zodiac. the more patient of the zodiac. So when an earth sign is like done with the bullshit, it's, yo, done is not even the word. There's no going back on that decision. Because in order for them to even get to that point, it takes a lot for them to even get to that point. I got the Five of Pentacles at the bottom. Five of Pentacles at the bottom. And the Page of Cups. This is somebody telling me I no longer care to hear somebody's apology. I could love someone, excuse me, to the core of my little soul. But that don't mean I'm going to allow you to disrespect me. I could love you and never fuck with you again. And someone's telling you, nah, that's not. And you're like, yes, watch me. The magician, watch me do it. Watch me do it. Yo. The spice. You heard the kittens? Who I said is next? What we did? Oh, we doing water next. We doing water next. Because I said air was last. We're going to tap in with the Tattoo Tarot for the water signs. My Pisces, my Cancers, and my Scorpios. Before we even get into the cards, this deck has, some of the cards in this deck have 2 copies. So like, I think the Nine of Wands, I believe, is one of them. I don't remember which ones. But like some of the cards have 2 of the cards. Like there's 2 stars in this deck. They're just drawn different. So. Water signs. The Tower and the Nine of Wands. I think you were fighting something. The Tower again. I think you were fighting something, fighting against something, you were in denial about something. Ooh, talk about it. Hold on. I need to stand up for this one. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because someone's making me feel like I'm going to need 10 woo swords for this one. There was something here that you were trying to fight against, trying to avoid from happening. It is inevitable. With the Tower, it's inevitable. The Knight of Pentacles. This is something that's been transpiring for a while. You've been holding back for a while. You've been holding off for a while. You've been trying to avoid something for a while. You've been trying to you've been trying to drag something out for a while. Trying to see how long you can go with doing something. Nine of Cups. This may be something that you want to do. Now, why would you do that? With the Nine of... If this is something you want to do, it's something that you've been holding off. Why? Because you're scared. You could be scared of doing it. You could be scared of what the outcome could lead to. You may be scared to say or admit something because once you say it out loud, it then becomes real. That's very much a thing. But the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. Somebody may be, I don't want to say embarrassed, but that's literally the word they're showing me. Somebody may feel embarrassed, or it's like somebody is telling me I'm embarrassed to say that I went through this, and then now I'm thinking of even going back to this or retracting this, or which is very interesting to me. So, this ain't a story time because there ain't no way, right? But I'm going to be all the way honest with y'all, right? I always keep it real with y'all. So, this is going to be like a mini story time. That's not a story time because we're not doing a story time. But even though I'm an Aquarius sun, my moon is a Cancer. Cancer moon. Like out of all placements, to have a water sign, bro, they gave me the Cancer moon. And I got a few heavy Scorpio placements as well, but we're not going to talk about that. So the reason why I'm saying that is because this feels to me like something that I can understand. It doesn't resonate with me because I've not been in those shoes, but I can easily see. So like if this is romantic, because for me, again, this is my mini story time, that's not a story time. I was recently in a relationship that didn't necessarily go too hot and almost sent me to jail. Not literally, but like I'm being dramatic. My OGs know. So recently there was a separation, and then more recently there's been a reconciliation with me and this person. Reason why I'm telling you guys my business is because this feels like something fell apart and someone wants, Nine of Cups, someone here wants to put something back together or try to. For some reason, especially with that Nine of Wands, some reason someone's making me feel like, no, but it's embarrassing, or like I don't like what I'm gonna look like if I do that, or this or that. Now I'm just gonna say this, right? I don't judge nobody, because I know people on social media, Instagram, YouTube, vloggers, this, that, whatever. I know people always got some shit to say, but listen, opinions are like assholes. We all got them. Feel me? Cool. Your opinion don't pay my bills. Your opinion don't help me bust nuts. Your opinion don't do nothing for me. So if you got a negative opinion about something I'm doing and something I'm living, that's a you thing. That don't got nothing to do with me. That's how me the reader, that's how I feel, right? I feel like this right here, where because someone is really going against something that they want to do because of they're worried of how it's going to look. Also, someone doesn't want to look dumb. Like they keep telling me like, I don't want to look stupid. To who? Fuck these people. Like, again, they don't pay your bills. They don't like, you never know. You never know. If it don't work, you learn your lesson, keep it moving. If it does work, you got what you wanted. Yeah, you went through it. Shit happened. It wasn't perfect, but nobody's story is perfect. It is what it is. Now, I know that's not like the popular thing. I know, like I said, I know on social media, everybody wants to paint like a perfect image. And especially with like the tarot shit, because I hate it. Like I hate that it's part of the community and how it's become so saturated with this. But like, I know a lot of readers, it's like there's no in between. A lot of readers are either saying those karmics are coming back, or the other side of this is people saying, don't take them back, fuck them, don't give second chances. Me, the reader, I fall in the heavy in between, right? Because every situation is different. Like, how the fuck we gonna be on here and I'm telling 3,000 people, don't take the karmic narcissistic ex back because ain't no way? How I'm gonna be the one to tell y'all that when the whole point of what we're doing is, even in the mistakes that we've made, even in the shit that we've done that's not been perfect, we're changing and we're evolving. So if we can do it, who the fuck are we to say that other people might not? I mean, granted, some people don't change, but there's only one way to find out. You feel me? So I don't know. I'm I don't know if it's the Cancer moon in me or what it is, but like the water signs just started and I'm already feeling like I got a big sis, my water signs, because fuck these people. Like, don't worry about, unless it's like you have little kids and or like kids that are like preteens and you're worried about what image you're gonna put for them, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But if we're talking about like your families and shit like that, like, listen, it is what it is. Everybody does shit. Everybody goes through shit. Everybody been a victim of some shit. Like, everybody's story is different. Don't let nobody write your story. There's a whole message here of somebody who's literally been going against something that they want. Yo, the Nine of Cups is here. The Nine of Cups is here. So somebody wants this. I want to try this. I'm curious. I'm going to put it like this for the water signs. If you don't do it, right? I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying don't do it. But I'm saying these, right? The options. If you do it, yeah, things could blow up. But like I said, it blows up. You learn your lesson for the last time. You move on. Or you don't do it. And then 5 months or 4 years go by. And now you never know what would have happened, because you could never know what would have happened if you don't try again. For some of us, this is not a person. For some of us, this is like a situation where someone is like, for example, if this is work, this is someone saying, I tried to create this business and it failed, right? And I'm embarrassed because I promoted it. I did all these things. I put all this money in. Like, everybody saw me do it. Social media, my family, my kids, everybody saw me invest. And I didn't hit the mark. And so now what I look like trying a different business, or what I look like going back to that business, like what I look like doing that. Don't mark yourself as like, somebody's marking themselves with bad juju. Don't do that. Don't do that. If it didn't work the last time, it wasn't supposed to work that last time. Relationship, business, whatever it is. Like, don't be afraid to live your fucking life. Didn't we just have a planet go into Aquarius? Like, that's the whole energy of Aquarius. You do what the fuck you want to do when the fuck you want to do it. That's Aquarius energy. So my water signs, whether you have heavy aqua in your chart or not, from this fellow Aquarius sun, I'm inviting you to the family picnic. The Aquarius family picnic. Like, we welcome you. It's time to start saying fuck this, fuck that, and fuck them. Do what you want. What's gonna make you happy? If it's not hurting nobody, like, what's the problem? What's the problem? Because from the minute I cracked the deck for the water signs, there are 9 of Wands in the Tower. Why? 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 Like, and I always, even when we do collective readings, I'd be like, fuck these people. I always tell you that, like, yo, opinions are like, everybody has them. Everybody has them. Fuck it. Fuck it. Especially because I feel like somebody does their own thing. Like, this is not someone who's mooching. I'm not talking to somebody who's mooching off of other people. So it's like, if something blows up, other people have to take care of you. No, I'm talking to somebody who's independent. You do your own thing. If anything, you take care of people. So if anything does blow up, God forbid, if anything does blow up in your face, again, metaphorically, you're the one picking up those pieces. You're not taking anybody out of their comfort zone where they got to now accommodate you. No, you're doing it on your own. So fuck these people and their opinions. The fuck? And time is a real thing. Time is a real interesting thing, right? Because sometimes things don't work the first time around because they're not supposed to. You're supposed to learn certain things. People teach you things every day. You come across somebody in 7-Eleven, you overheard their conversation, or you had a quick encounter with them, and if you think long enough, they taught you something. We're teaching each other things every day. Every day, you know. And so when you have really profound history or a really profound moment or moments with people, it's happening when it's supposed to happen. I don't know why, but somebody's making me feel like this is like, for a long time I've been trying to pull back on like what I want to do. I think someone may have also been selling themselves the narrative of like making themselves believe, so you know how when people, I say this to people all the time, when people are telling me things and talking to me about something and they keep repeating the same thing over and over and over, and you ever look at somebody and be like, yo, you trying to convince me of this, or you trying to convince yourself? Because the way you keep going, I believed you when you said it the first time because I didn't have no reason to not believe you. I'm gonna go by your word. But if anything, you keep trying to reassure me of the same shit is only making me doubt you. Because like, it sounds like you're trying to convince yourself of something that you're obviously not sure of. And so the reason why I'm saying that is because from my water signs, I feel like the water signs have probably been saying, I don't want this. I don't want this. I do not want this. I don't want this. But it's like deep down inside, that's all you wanted. And so you're trying to convince yourself that you didn't want it. And maybe, I don't know, maybe that message came up because nobody believes you. Ooh, I almost spilled my juice. That would have been terrible. Somebody don't got no choice, or you about to be in a position where you about to not have no choice, but to acknowledge what it is that you're feeling. First of all, as a water sign, there's only but so much running you could do. You're literally water energy. Expressing yourself, going with your emotion is who the fuck you are. Whether you're the darker side of the water energy, high vibrational side, low vibrational side, lighter vibrational side, whatever. Everybody's different. But running on emotion is like Duncan, running on Duncan, right? Running on emotion, that's the water signs. The reason I'm saying that is because I got the 8 of Cups here. This 8 and the 9. This 8 and the 9. If I'm not mistaken, right? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's the 8 of Cups. Anyway. You're going to have no choice but to leave this shit in the past. You going to have no choice but to leave it in the past because you're going to lose the opportunity to revisit this. Or you're going to have no choice because you're not going to be able to keep moving forward. Like if this is like avoiding this, you're not going to be able to keep avoiding it for long. The Tower is here, first card out. If this is romantic and there's someone that you're like, nope, 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 you keep saying no long enough. Yo, first of all, if I'm fucking lying, I am flying right now. Because didn't I just tell y'all that I did the zodiac signs? I just said this in the beginning of this live. I did the zodiac signs. You guys, members are getting it first, but you guys are going to see this for December. The Cancer one, be careful what you ask for. That's literally the fucking title. Matter of fact, if they went public for the members today, everybody on YouTube could see the title for that reading. If I'm lying, I'm flying. The Cancer reading, literally the title is be careful what you ask for. Reason why I'm bugging out is because if this is romantic, you keep saying you don't want nothing to do with this person enough. And this person is going to find somebody who does. And then you're going to be sitting there like, be careful. Be careful either which way, because I got the Empress here, the last card for the water signs. And so if you do rekindle something and you're not trying to get pregnant, use protection. Please and thank you. And if this is in the cards for you, if this is something you would be open to doing, there's definitely pregnancy in the near future. But the Empress doesn't only represent that, but the belly definitely stuck out to me. However, the Empress, either you're going to learn and be happy with this lesson, or you're going to be like I told the Cancers in the December reading, be careful what you ask for. Because either way, you're going to have to learn something from this experience. So either you're going to learn by giving someone this opportunity, this chance, by doing this again, by because even in that level of forgiveness that it takes to be able to do something again, you'll be learning about yourself even in that energy. And so either you're going to learn the hard way by watching someone that you love and were in denial about love someone else, move on to someone else, or you can learn the easy way by giving in to what you're feeling and allowing yourself to trust what it is that you're feeling. The choice is yours, water signs. The choice is yours. Somebody is going to have a conversation. 8 of Wands. Somebody's going to have a conversation. And they're either going to say 8 of Cups. I feel like I've been chasing you. I feel like I've been putting all the effort in for you. I have not felt that being reciprocated. And so I'm moving away from this. 8 of Cups. Be careful. Be careful. Something that you were saying. Be careful what you ask for, because something that you were saying is going to come back to bite you in the ass. 8 of Wands. Something that you were saying. 7 of Swords. Because with the Tower and that 9 of Wands in the beginning, from the beginning, I didn't even need any more cards but those 2. You were literally fucking yourself over. 7 of Swords. By something you were saying that you knew deep down inside wasn't true. But the reason why someone was saying it, or someone is like hell-bent on it, is because they don't want to admit that they do feel like, I think someone's afraid of how they would look, which that bothers me, the reader, because like, fuck what anybody else thinks. And I mean, listen, if you got exes that you definitely done over it, no longer cool, then this is not your story. Because whether this is romantic or platonic, there's a situation here that someone's trying to revisit, or deep down inside wants to revisit, and someone is trying, but the other person is like, no, 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 no. But the person saying no is the person that does want it. All you're doing is wasting time. Because all the time that you're saying no, no, no is all the time that you could have been working something. Figuring something out, communicating, growing, ascending, moving forward, building memories. You're just wasting time. So, we're going to move on. It's crazy because I feel like from the fire signs all the way to the water signs, because we did fire, earth, and then water, I low-key feel like the readings were all different today. I'm like, no more cards coming out. I'm shuffling to put you away, darling. Ooh, 3 of Swords. Page of Cups. The only way, water signs, for you to heal from something that hurt you is by you actually forgiving it, by you actually putting the work in. 8 of Pentacles. And you will be surprised. You will be surprised just how many things are work throughable. I don't even know that that's a word, but we just made it up here. But like, you will be surprised how many things you could actually work through by communicating your genuine feelings, as opposed to what you think you need to be feeling. 6 of Wands. Bueno, we said air signs are last. Y'all don't want a reading for the air signs, right? We could just act like the air signs got a reading already. It was great. It was amazing. Right? Because we really about to go last here. We're really about to do it. Let me stop being exaggerating, because we're going to have a good reading. We're going to have a good reading. That's it. Period. We're going to tap in with the African Tarot. Page of Swords at the bottom. Page of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. Somebody can't help it. I'm talking to the air signs. My Libras, my Aquariuses, and my Geminis, of course. Somebody cannot help it. They cannot help it. Somebody is always going to be keeping tabs on you. Somebody is always going to be keeping tabs on you. Whoever this person is somebody that you did not have a good encounter with. It wasn't a positive experience. Ooh, it could be a Sagittarius. There is fire on the table, Temperance. Someone is also acting very subtle. Temperance. Very subtle. There's someone here who's making it. You might think this person has moved on. If this is like a relationship or even a friendship, you may think this person doesn't even know anything about what you're doing or how you're doing or none of that shit. Like, you may think this person has moved on. They have not. Even if they're pretending that they have not. The Sun. This worries me. It's crazy because these are good cards, but it worries me because, like, Something may be going good. Ooh. Something is going good, and I think the air signs are like, you sure? Okay. I need to get my gun? No? Okay, all right. It's like that. It's like that. Holy shit. 10 of Cups and the High Priestess. Someone took their time with something. Something wasn't right. Something wasn't good. Something may have even been toxic. Something wasn't good here. But I feel like the fact that there's not one negative card on the table. And that makes me feel like you either got your point across, air signs. And if you haven't already, you will. You will get your point across. I feel Leo. I feel strength energy. I feel resilience. Which is interesting because it almost comes off as like when things were bad, it's like someone stood 10 toes. I don't know, with you or you're the person that did that. Either way, it's like, I don't know why, air signs, but they're making me feel like you deserve this. Listen, this peace right here, you deserve that. You deserve it. And the air signs, bendito, the air signs are like, for real? Which is wild, because I was talking about this yesterday when we did the members live. Because again, I said this in the beginning. For some reason, I usually would have announced it by now. And I think in my mind, I'm doing so much that in my mind, I thought I announced it already. But I guess today's live is when I'm announcing it. But we will be doing the live miss this year in December, as usual. But I feel like we low-key shouldn't need the announcement because we do it every year. But yesterday the members were like, wait, what? When you decided that? It's already written in the stars. We're gonna do it December. So starting December 1st, we will be live for the month of December. We do the 1st all the way to the 31st. We do live miss. But the reason why I'm bringing live miss up, what brought that up for me is this. The first time I got this download was during live miss, like the first or second year that we did it, where there was a present coming in. There was something coming in and the person was like, this is for me? This whole thing is mine? Like, you sure it's for me? And Spirit was like, bro, this is yours. You bust your ass, did you not? Here, this is for you. And someone was like, wait, en serio, for real? Like, I get to take it? You're not gonna lock me up and say I stole it? No? Okay. For real? For real? Like that. Somebody's in denial. Dito. I'm like, I keep looking at this, I'm like, bendito, but I'm a fucking air sign myself, you know? So it's like, wait a minute, hold on. These things are going good. And I think someone is like, let me walk and tread very carefully here. Because I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to shake things up. I don't want no drama. I don't want no, I'm good. We're good. This is great. Like, this is great. I wouldn't change anything about it. Somebody is very much, that's wild. Because so that means I was tapping into the air sign energy even before coming into the reading. Because I think what was the second one we did today? We did Earth. We did Earth second, because we did fire first, Earth second. By the time we hit Earth, I was like, wait, if we do air signs last, oh, it's gonna be bad. Like, I was already tapping into that energy of the air signs. This is what they're feeling. Nothing said it was gonna be bad. I just was feeling like it's gonna be a bad thing. And it's a good reading. It's worried. Somebody's worried. The worrying, okay, so somebody's worrying and Spirit is literally saying, yo, why are you worrying? Did you not put the work in for this? So what the fuck you worried about? Like if you're worried about the work that you put in, that's gonna make me worry about the work you put in. Because if you were sure about the work you put in, there's nothing for you to worry about. You bust your ass for this. You deserve this. You hit the mark. You came correct with what you needed to come correct with. There's no reason for you to second guess yourself. And if anything, Spirit is telling the air signs, like, most certainly don't doubt yourself, because you're going to cause other people to start doubting you. You've never, it's interesting because somebody's like, you've never doubted yourself before. This is why I'm choosing you. This is why I'm giving this to you. This is why I'm bringing this to you. So don't start doubting yourself now, because you're going to cause that to be like, it's like a cycle. It's like once you do it, now other people are going to want to do it. For those of you who have multiple kids, because I have one child, but like I've said this to my kids, meaning like my nieces and nephews and shit. I've always like, for the older ones, I would always like tell them, or not even the older ones, but even though I have one daughter, I always had like her brothers and like her cousins, and when Isaac was growing up, I would have like 7 or 8 kids with me easily on a day-to-day basis, especially in the summertime. And I would always tell the kids, like, anytime one would do something that's not good or whatever, I always tell them, like, don't do that. You know it's wrong, and when you do it, you're gonna make your cousin wanna do it. Or I would tell Isaac, like, if you do it, your brother's gonna wanna do it. Like, don't make your brother do something, not make him, but like, don't show your brother that doing something bad is a good thing. Like, don't do that. Don't lead astray, you know? Like, don't lead them the wrong way. And so Spirit is telling the air signs that. That's interesting, the way that they just brought that in for me, because they showed me doing it to my kids like years ago. That's what they're showing me, as Spirit is saying for the air signs, like, don't doubt yourself. Don't, because then you're going to cause other people to start doubting what you're doing, and you're going to cause other people. There's an air sign here, or somebody who has heavy air in their chart that is working on something that is going to be not small. It's not small. It doesn't feel, nothing about this, if this is a project, if this is work, whatever this is, nothing about this feels little. This feels like something big. Like, people are going to be affected by this. People are going to be drawn to this. If all goes well, Spirit is like, if all goes well, this opportunity will be a revolving door for other people. This was not only an opportunity for an air sign. This is an opportunity that an air sign is creating and cultivating so that other people can constantly have opportunities to doing what? I don't know. But they're showing me a revolving door here. And so Spirit is saying, don't start doubting yourself. Because when you start doubting it, it's going to take away from the work that you've already put in. So you've already cultivated this. This is already on the table. There's not one negative card here. The Sun and Temperance, the 10 of Cups, and the High Priestess. This is already golden. This is already golden. This is already top tier. This is already something that someone would pay top dollar for. This is already something that would be, this video would be considered in a TED Talk. Like, this is something that would it already has substance. Don't start devaluing something that you're doing or something that you're trying to do moving forward, because you're going to cause that. You're going to manifest that energy into your space. Don't do that. In the very least, in the very like minimal aspect, this download for the air signs is like if we were being very simple-minded with the downloads today, which we never are on this platform, but if we were being, for the sake, just for shits and giggles, this download or this message would essentially be for the air signs to stop talking negatively about themselves in a smaller scale, like in a smaller scheme of things. You know what I mean? This doesn't feel small to me, though. This doesn't feel small to me, though. I have the Hierophant and the 8 of Wands. Taurus energy with the Hierophant. I don't know who this is for. and I'm not entirely sure in what capacity. So something I used to tell my kids, and I still to this day, okay? My daughter's 18. She's the oldest from my babies. But they're all teenagers, and I always tell them, and I find myself saying it to the little kids now, like the little ones that are being born now. Be a leader. Be a leader. Don't be a follower, be a leader. Someone here is in a position, it's like you have a lot of substance to bring to something. I don't know if, and this kind of resonates for me a little bit because me, myself, I've been struggling, not struggling because I know what I'm going to do. It's just like my internal dialogue, my heart has been going back and forth when it comes to like telling my story. And I know what I'm going to do, right? Like I already know, I'm an air sign. I already know what I'm going to do. But like the Cancer moon in me, it's like, are we going to do this? Because I know a few people are going to have their feelings hurt. But like, even for me personally, my rising is Taurus, right? And so it's like Spirit is literally saying like, yo, you know the energy that you've put into this. You know that your intentions moving into this and moving through this are pure. There's substance to something that you're bringing. You're going to tell a story. You're going to create an opportunity. Or by telling the story, you're going to create opportunities. There's healing that comes in with all this too, especially because we have Temperance and the Sun together. They came out together, air signs. There's something here that is of massive substance. And for some reason, I feel like even though someone has been working towards something for a while, when it comes in, it's shock. It's like, oh shit, it worked. And Spirit is like, be careful in that moment. In that moment, when something takes off and you're like, don't sit in that too long. Don't sit in it too long. Because the minute something takes off, that's when you're really going to have to haul ass and like get work done. Like you're not going to have a second. Someone has been praying for... Someone has been, like if this is business related, somebody has been praying for their business to take off. And just as an example, but this could definitely be directed towards someone specifically. But if this is business related, for example, somebody's hoping that their business takes off. Okay, so you're going to get that. The business is going to take off. And excuse me, if you thought that the work you put in so far to get the business to where it's at, to the standpoint of like the opening, if you thought that from conception to the grand opening, that was a lot of work, you praying for the business to take off, the minute that business takes off, you're going to have to do what you did 3 times over. Because now more work, now you have to maintain the everything that you're generating, the positivity, the healing, the substance, the money, whatever this is that you're cultivating here. Now you have to make sure that you keep it going. You have to keep it going. For some of you, for some of us, something has taken a long time to cultivate because of how much you're going to have to put in once it starts going. It's like you built the bike and now you have to actually power the bitch every day. Every day you have to power it up and you have to keep it moving. It has to be sustainable in order for it to get to where the goal is for it to take off, right? So in order for it to sustain, you have to put in more work than what you already were putting into something. And so, because I don't think it's wrong for someone to be like, oh shit, is this for me? Right? I don't think it's that. Like, I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think that that's going to come natural. I think because it's been so long that someone has been working towards something, in the moment where it hits, it's going to be like, holy shit. But it's one of those things where it's like, think of like, I don't know if you guys ever had like in like science class in school where they put you in those big ass desks and you're doing the chemistry shit, right? And you're doing the little potions and all this shit. And you know that what you're doing is expected to implode, right? You're expecting it to sizzle up. But in the minute that it sizzles, you're like, oh shit, it's sizzling. But if you step back far enough, you're not going to make it in time to clean it up. Does that make sense? Because that's kind of how they're showing it to me. Is like, know that as you're weaving, as you're adding, as you're building, The minute it implodes, you have to be there to make sure that it doesn't make a mess. You have to be there to make sure that it keeps going. Air signs. Somebody may actually be in a position to where they're going to be speaking. Maybe that's why they brought it to me the way that they did, because the Eight of Wands here, there's something, this is like a preacher. Somebody could be going into ministry, or something that you're saying is profound. Don't doubt the words that you're talking. Your story, remember I was just talking about me telling my story. Your story, what you've been through, your trials, your efforts, your beliefs, whatever it is you have to say is important. Don't be shocked when you now have an audience listening to you, because that was the goal the whole time. Why were you standing there talking for 20 minutes? To hear yourself talk for 20 minutes? To relive the trauma that you're explaining? You know, like that's not you. You're standing there, you're talking for 20 minutes, for 30 minutes, because you're hoping that your word gets across. So with the minute that your word gets across, don't be surprised. You're not going to have the space, the luxury of the space to be surprised. Not for long. I don't know why, but they're like, buckle up, buttercup. King of Pentacles, buckle up, buttercup. Someone, it's up to you. Whatever this is that you're growing, that you're creating, that you're cultivating, it's up to you to make sure that it gets, like, it's something is able to be seen through. With the King of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles is the provider. He is the one that's taken care of. Somebody may actually be in a position of providing for other people. That could definitely be a thing. The Five of Wands and the Eight of Wands. And Temperance is still on the table. You're not going to be able to please everybody either. I just, kind of want to throw that out there. As much as you're doing, as much as you are giving, as much as you are accomplishing, understand with a clear mind and a clear heart that no one is ever in a position. Listen, there are people out there who don't even believe in God. Okay? So even the Most High everyone doesn't just believe. Everyone doesn't just follow. And so how the fuck you think that you ever going to come to a place where you're going to be able to satisfy everyone? You're not going to be able to satisfy everyone. And that's okay. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. The reason why this is coming up is because you know how Biggie, I can't believe I'm quoting Biggie, but you know how Biggie in the song, he said more money, more problems? So the higher up you get in something, the more responsibility you're going to get, but also the more opinions are going to come your way, right? The more hate mail or envy is going to come your way. The bigger you get, the more people are going to test you. The bigger your luxuries, the bigger your blessings, the bigger your obstacles are going to be. If not you, air signs, then who? With Temperance here, because first of all, we're going into Sagittarius season. I think we're already in it. Today's what, the 22nd? It's already begun. Sagittarius season has already begun. It's crazy because the Temperance card is typically like subtle, calm, cool, and collected. But for me, I'm seeing that it's interesting because we started this reading. I was going to say this timestamp, which it is essentially going to be timestamp. But we started this reading with fire. And I was saying danger when I was talking to the fire signs. And we're ending with air, but it's a fire sign card. And this feels to me like get ready to haul ass. Get ready to haul ass. Something is about to take off. I don't know what it is, but shit is about to get real busy. I don't know if you're single, because for some of you, this was romantic, this reading. If you're single, and it's been dry and the only text messages you get is from Shein, okay? I promise you, shit is about to be real loud real soon. It's about to get real busy real soon. And not everybody's gonna be happy about that, which is okay. Well, I was saying it to the water signs. Fuck these people, bro. You can't please everybody. You can't. The moon, the Ace of Swords tells you what? That everything done in the dark comes to the light. Things don't have to be long and drawn out. Things don't have to be dragged. Things don't have to be like, things can be very clear cut. Things can be very to the point. Things can be, things that happen in the dark will always come to the light. There's an in-between here because somebody's making me feel like from the time that this transpired or that this was said or whatever the case is to the time that this happens, there's a time period. For me, the reader, what I'm getting is that it didn't need to be that way. This could have been very easily resolved from the beginning. Someone's going to try to expose you, but it's something that they don't know that you've already shared. So someone thinks that they got dirt on you. Something that you did, something that you said, something that you went through. And they think that they're going to expose you. They think that them sharing that or posting it or whatever is them exposing something about, but it's something you already said. It's something you already, it's like you can't expose me when I'm living in my truth. There's nothing to expose. For someone, this is very specific. For someone is going to have like pictures leaked, like those kind of pictures leaked. But it's funny because someone's making me feel like, bitch, did you see me in those pictures? Leak them. Leak them. Because did you see me in those? Like, look at me in those pictures. Hello? Who's not going to want to look at me in those pictures? It's like that. It's like that energy. Which is interesting. Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Somebody, I always say this. It's crazy. I always say this, right? How people treat you is their karma. But how you respond to the way people treat you, that's your karma. And so I got the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who don't know no better. Somebody's trying to expose you or out you about something that they don't. It's like Silly Rabbit. Like, come on. What's a fucking page or a knight to a fucking king? Like, what are you even saying? Are you dumb? Like, do you not know the shit that I had to go through to get to where I'm at today? You think you're going to expose something that I did in 2012? I done did a whole video exposing myself, talking about it, because I done learned already what I needed to learn from it. You're not exposing nothing but your own ass. Because what that says about you, that you even wasting your time trying to expose me about anything. I sent you a picture of my nice round firm ass in the air, and you posted it on social media. What the fuck that says about you? Not that I did that, but I'm saying in the event there's someone who's like trying to expose, but in doing that, it's almost like who gets exposed is them. It's almost, they're showing me like a jackass, like, you know, from the playing cards. Damn, I don't have like the regular ones with me, but you know the playing cards, how they have like the jacks. So it's someone who's like trying to like show someone's cards, like expose someone, but the light, that spotlight never moves off of them. It's like they have the spotlight on them. Here they are. Oh, here's collective. This is what they did in 2009. This is collective. You see the face? That's collective. And instead of the spotlight going from this to you, the spotlight is still on them. Because by doing this, they're exposing themselves. Because shit like this exposes someone's character, which is something my dad used to always tell me. My pops used to always tell me, but someone's true character lies in what they would do if they thought no one was looking. So when I say air signs, somebody's gonna try to expose you for something that you've already spoken about. So even if this is not on a massive like social media, right? Even if this is a personal thing, somebody knows something that you did or that you said or whatever in regard to someone else. So this person is gonna go to the other person and say, yo, did you know air signs, yada yada yada? That person already knows because the air signs already made peace with that situation. Their character is what they're doing. Because if you're such a good person and you knew that I did this in 2009, why the fuck you talking about it in 2024? When now me and you are not dealing with each other. When now we're on bad terms. What that says about you? Because if anything, wouldn't you have said something in 2009 when I did it? Let's be real here. So at the end of the day, me personally, I wouldn't worry about this energy, honestly, air signs, because at the end of the day, they're going to expose more about themselves than they ever think that they're going to expose about you moving forward. So, guys, it is 10 o'clock already. That is crazy work. We've been on here for like 2 hours. I love you guys wholeheartedly, man. I don't have my little schedule thing, so I don't know off the top of my head. But today is like the 23rd or 21st, some shit like that. So Thanksgiving, I didn't want to say nothing, but I'm gonna let y'all know. Thanksgiving, we may actually be live, because honestly, I am 10 times out of 10 gonna be real low-key this year. I don't think I'm going anywhere. I think I just want to stay home and like eat a small plate of food and just chill. And so we might go live. I'm really feeling drawn to like doing a live here with you guys on this channel specifically, because I feel like, you know, it's the holidays. A lot of times the holidays aren't a festive time for people. A lot of times people feel really down during the holidays, you know? And so I do feel drawn to going live on Thanksgiving, which I believe is the 28th, which is Thursday. And so you can expect to see me live on Thursday at some point, even if it's for a small reading. But honestly, I think we're going to be kicking it. I'm pretty sure. And Friday we'll be live again, because Friday is our day. And I don't know if I don't know when the first starts exactly, but December 1st, Live Miss will be back up and running. I'm actually about to do the thumbnails and everything for the Live Miss now. I'm about to do that now. So yeah, we're gonna be live on Thanksgiving here publicly. We're gonna do the live on Friday. So we're gonna be live 2 days back to back. Starting December 1st, we're gonna be live every day for the 31 days in December. And in December, I think the first week, like the end of the week, we're gonna have the zodiac readings that are already up for the members. But everybody on YouTube will see those for like the end of the first week of December. I feel like there was something else I wanted to tell you guys. I don't remember off the top of my head, but if it comes to me, I'll put it in the community post. I love you guys wholeheartedly, man. Thank you guys for being here with me. Thank you guys for spending your Friday evening with me. If anybody is going out, please do not drink or drive. Please and thank you. And don't get in the car with nobody who's drinking and driving. That shit is corny. It's for the birds. It shit is whack. Is whack. And hit the like button, please and thank you, because the like button helps us. You heard? We trying to do some things on this platform. It's free. It don't cost y'all nothing, and it takes 2 seconds. So I love you guys, man, so wholeheartedly. It's not even funny. I look forward to spending the next week or so. Is gonna be like a culture shock, because we're gonna go from being live just once a week to like, I feel like the first week of December, it's always the first week and the last week. Because at the end of Live Miss, there's always that reality of like, we're not going to do this anymore. Like, yo, y'all always write me like, bitch, there's no way you're going to leave us for January. January always is like sad for us, coming from December being so lit. But the last week of November is always lit for us because of the excitement of going into December. the motions. We just be going through the motions. It is what it is. But I do love you guys. We were going to do the I Declare War stuff tonight, but Izzy is not home yet. And so we may do that for Thanksgiving. Because I know a lot of y'all really liked it that from last week that we did. But yeah, have a good night, a safe night. And we're going to be seeing a lot more of each other in the next few weeks. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.